Welcome to the 81st episode of Impact Media Presents. I am Kelly Redmond, your host, and I'm so glad that you're joining me this evening as we celebrate our 12 Christmas favorites. And I cannot have Christmas favorites or 12 favorite of anything without including health and wellness. And I'd like to introduce you to Marcus Eli. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you. I hate that I'm seeing you virtually and not in person right now because you being, and I'm very sincere, you are one of my absolute favorite personal trainers, massage therapists, you, and all of the other things that you do. I don't even know what to call how you helped me with some of my back issues, all the stuff and the techniques that you used not too long ago. I'm just so grateful that you can join me today. And this is a recommitment publicly for me to you that we're going to be spending more time together because in the almost 12 years that I've been in Los Angeles, you and my very first trainer here, Avril, who is no longer with us, he's deceased, suddenly passed the day after Kobe. And I think I may have shared that with you. But between the two of you, and I've seen several throughout, are my absolute favorite here in Los Angeles. So thank you for joining me. And as I mentioned to you and the viewers, I have you here to celebrate health and wellness, especially during this holiday time. We want people to stay on track, continue to take care of themselves as they're enjoying themselves, and know about resources that are available to them. And I see you as a very valuable resource. So please tell us about yourself, Marcus, and then also the services you provide. And then we'll get into some tips for the holidays, both
Sounds good. So you guys heard
nutritionally
her.
and
You heard her
Mhm.
here, guys. She said she's going to start back up real soon. We're going to hold
That's
her to
right.
that.
That's
All
right.
right. So just a quick introduction. My name is Marcus. Marcus Eli. I'm from Houston, Texas. Graduated from the National Holistic Institute for Massage Therapy here in California. That was the most recent. So I pretty much know all the muscles, where they insert, where they originate, and it just makes me a better health and wellness educator. Um, Also graduated from the Southern California Health Institute for personal training. I stuck with that school and got 6 more certifications, including corrective exercise specialist, youth exercise specialist, senior exercise specialist, weight loss specialist, fitness nutrition specialist. So I'm pretty well rounded, and I definitely try to apply all that information to each client. I've been at Gold's Gym now for about 6 years, off and on, and yeah, it's a good place. I find a lot of interesting clients there, and it's my home gym. I probably will work there until they don't want me to work there anymore. And I've been blessed enough to, train superstars on the road. So I feel like I'm in a good place in life. I'm a helper. My calling is to help other people. So that's what I try to fill my day with. And of course, we got Christmas coming up. You
That's
got
right.
plans for Christmas? You doing anything special?
I'm not doing a whole lot. We're staying here locally. I do have family here, an adopted family here, so we'll do some visiting there. But, with the numbers going up, speaking about overall health and wellness, we're going to do our part to try to stay safe as possible. So we're going to kind of limit being in big crowds as the numbers are going up and, cold and flu season is going on. But we definitely will be getting out and having a good time, checking out some light shows and, visiting special people, that kind of thing.
And eating some of that good food, right?
Well, yeah. So I got to tell on myself. I just picked up Jada from school. She finished last week, but had to stay for the winter play rehearsal. And she wanted to go to Stevie's Creole Cafe, another favorite. Shout out to Stevie's on La Brea, and they have some of the best New Orleans style food, Cajun Creole food that you ever want to have. So we did treat ourselves today to that, and I'm feeling the need to work it off.
Yeah.
So
What? a lot of us will feel the need to, try to get active or try to burn some of those calories that we take in over the holidays. And I'm going to just give a few tips on how to, try to maintain your health and wellness goals while you have a little bit of fun or expend a little bit of calories. So,
Yes.
one thing I would like to mention that's going to be important over the holiday season is going to be portion control.
Yes.
Portion control is super important, not even just during the holiday season, but throughout the daily activities, because a lot of times we tend to not eat for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day. And we need to maybe replace that length of time of no nutrition with some kind of healthy food. Now, and those times where you go 4 or 5 hours without eating. When it is time to eat, we tend to overeat. So what's
Mhm.
going to help us is the portion control, because you can look on a bottle of soda and it'll say 100 calories, but when you look on the serving size,
Yes.
it'll say 3 servings. So now you got to multiply that times three. So serving size is going to be super important over the holiday season, and also activity. Okay, what
Mhm.
are we doing after we eat? What are we doing the next day? Are we going to just hang around? Are we going to watch Netflix and chill? Are we going to play PlayStation? Or are we going to go do a hike? Are we going to start the year off right? We're going to get back in the gym. We're going to do a little bit of cardio. So trying to burn off the calories that you take in is not a bad idea at all. And a lot of people, they say, hey, I walk around all day. I'm doing cardio all day. I'm a mailman or I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse. I'm doing cardio all day. Yeah, walking around is active. It's burning calories and it is activity, but it's not cardio. Right. So
Mhm.
when you think cardio, I want you to think elevated heart rate. I want you to think target heart rate zone, and I want you to think minimum of 30 minutes. Okay. Um, so yeah, I'm getting ready for the holidays. I know I'm gonna have to make room for some of the holiday delights. My favorite is probably the peach cobbler. What about yours?
Oh yeah. So Stevie's has some of the best peach cobbler. I did have some today, and I just want you to know I'm being a good student and client because I did portion control today on everything,
Nice.
and so I still have some peach cobbler left, and still have all kinds of, and I made sure to get my vegetables as well. So
Mhm.
like you said, adding the good things, as you're having things that are, enjoyable that may not be, as healthy. Um, you know, I celebrated the holidays earlier, so I won't be going completely crazy. Although Jada said she wants some barbecue. So I'm like, you know what? I haven't had any barbecue in a while. That'll kind of, we tend to do non-traditional holidays since our family is smaller
Mhm.
but we do go and visit with other families that do the traditional things. But I love my mac and cheese. I'm not a big mac and cheese person with other people's mac and cheese. My pound cake, and when I say mine, it's really my grandmother's. So
Mhm.
typical holiday food, I don't necessarily go crazy about, but I do love sweets.
Yeah.
But I'm very particular. It's got to be worth it, and I know I have to pay it off, work it off, and pay for it later. So
Yep.
I am
Yep. I
keeping
know that's
active,
right.
even though you haven't seen me. I've been skating, I've been dancing, I've been walking, and 132. I know my number, thanks to you.
Hmm. And I'll see you soon anyway, so it's
Yes,
all good. I know I'm going to see you soon. But
definitely.
along with the portion control, along with the type of foods we're eating, we also got to watch that sugar. I'm glad you mentioned
Oh
pound cake,
yeah,
and I even
absolutely.
mentioned the peach cobbler because it's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
We all love the desserts at Christmas time, but
yeah.
that's one thing that you want to minimalize when it's time to select your food. So the things to watch out for this Christmas, first, number one, biggest thing is going to be sugar, right? Because sugar is hiding in everything. And the more sugar we take in, the more our pancreas has to push out more and more insulin to try to regulate the blood sugar. And it's doing that by turning extra sugar into fat. That's what a lot of people don't understand. So we go by reduced fat, we go by fat free, we go by diet this and diet that. But when you hear those words, reduced fat, fat free diet, first thing I want you to think is processed food because everything reduced fat diet and fat free is processed. And then the second thing I want you to think is added sugar. because that's how they make it taste better. So try to watch the sugar intake this holiday season. Try to be mindful of the type of calories we're taking in, complex carbs over simple carbohydrates, quinoa, lentils, brown rice over the white rice, things like that. So if anybody wants to, maybe chat with me or hit me on the DMs. I think that's what the kids are saying nowadays. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm reachable on Instagram. It's at Marcus Eli on Instagram. Same thing on Facebook and all those social media platforms. Just a regular guy, regular name, Marcus Eli. And some of you guys may know me from training with Lizzo. I do train with Lizzo, and I am getting
Mhm.
her ready for the Grammys. So, yeah, we did it
Yeah.
last year. We're doing it again, and
She's
I,
been
I,
doing
I,
some amazing things. I love the tribute that she did celebrating women of different ethnicities just recently. She's such an incredible woman. And to know that you are supporting her on her journey, it definitely speaks volumes to both on both sides. So, and what as a part of my interviews and people that I interview, I choose them very selectively. And it's people who are doing really good, positive things. And when you typically have something that's grounding you and a faith that, sustains you. So, real quickly, share how your faith sustains you on this journey, because what you're doing is difficult and challenging work to encourage others to do difficult and challenging work. So, can
well,
you speak to that a minute?
I'm a very spiritual person.
Hmm.
I'm a big believer in the law of attraction and oneness with the universe. I believe in God. I believe in the high power. I'm not necessarily a very religious person. I'm
Not
more of
speaking religious, but got you.
yeah,
There is
yeah.
a
I,
difference.
I kind of
Yeah.
just take in all information with an open mind, and
Yes.
I just take it all in. But what drives me is knowing my calling. My calling is
Yes.
to help other people. And once I figured out my calling and I filled my day up with things that'll help other people, because from when I wake up in the morning to when I go to sleep, I'm literally either personal training, educating, or stretching, massaging, things like that. So I know that if as long as I keep doing that, that the doors are going to keep swinging open, and that's my calling in the universe. Um, so I just try to do unto others as others, would have them do unto me, things like that. I'm trying
Exactly.
to better myself to better the entire world. It all starts with us. That's how I.
Absolutely. Thank you for being a part of my journey, my health and wellness journey. You have truly been a blessing to me this year, and I had to include you in my 12 favorites for Christmas. Thank you so much. I am going to see you real soon. And everybody, please follow Marcus Eli on Instagram at Marcus Eli. I will see you before the end of the year. Your
I hope so.
schedule willing.
I'm looking forward to it. It's been my pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much, Marcus.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. Have a happy holiday
You
season.
too. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We have one more in our 12 Christmas favorites. Tune in real soon. Take good care and happy holidays. Bye.